Welcome to the Militia Gaming Podcast. I'm your host, Trigger Militia, and today we talk in depth about the single biggest free content release from Call of Duty ever. But before we get into that, let me introduce my beautiful co-hosts. On my right, if you're going to look at his ass, bring a light. It's dark in there. Bag Teeter. I almost forgot your name.
Bring a light.
On my left, no rhyming today, but don't worry, he still drives a Subaru, Phteven Militia. Let's go. I didn't have any way to Dr. Seuss it up today. I just didn't feel like thinking about it, so that's what we went with.
It's hard work.
Oh man, I gotta do the whole intro again?
What?
I had the wrong scene up. I can fix it. I can fix it in editing. Let's just move on. Alright, so this is episode 4 of the podcast, guys. I'm very proud of us. We made it to number 4.
Woo!
Like most podcasts quit after like the first episode. People are like, fuck this. But we made it to number 4. That's exciting.
We're dedicated.
Yeah, exactly.
We're cockroaches.
Exactly.
Can't kill us.
So today we're just going to go over the Modern Warfare Season 1 drop because it is very detailed. And I'll just kind of go through a summary real quick of the Season 1 drop. You get a lot of new, and I'm going to put this in quotes, content, okay? 2 new weapons are added to the game. 3 new-ish multiplayer maps. They're really just throwback maps from COD 4. 3 new Gunfight 2v2 maps. 1 new ground war map. 3 new game modes. And new Spec Ops Missions. Of course, they introduced the Battle Pass and the store, the COD Store. So that's kind of a summary of what we get. I thought it might be interesting to kind of go through the Battle Pass in detail. That way, if anybody is thinking about ordering it or buying it, then they're a little bit more aware of what it includes, what you can expect to earn, and if it's even worth the money. So, I don't know, first up is the cost. And it actually costs 1,000 COD points, which, depending on how many COD points you actually buy, it will cost you around $10. You know, if you buy more COD points, you get a little bit of a deal, and then it can, then it lowers to like $9 or $8, depending on how many points you decide to spend. So, anyway, I think that's pretty much in line with everything else. Everybody else's battle pass is
it's
$10.
pretty much the same as all the battle passes.
Yeah, the only difference though is other games with battle passes are free. So COD is releasing this content as a free drop, all the maps and all that, but you had to pay $60 for the game, and if you want the battle pass loot, you're gonna have to pay $10 for the battle pass in addition to that. So we all bought the game, and myself and Teeter bought the battle pass. Kyle, you said you haven't bought it yet, have you?
No, I'm just gonna stick with the free version on this one.
All right. It's probably a good decision, but we'll get into why in just a second. The battle pass consists of 100 tiers, like all the other battle passes, and you work through those tiers using your regular XP. And I was just talking to Kyle before we started the podcast about this, but the XP required to level up in this battle pass is crazy high. But Kyle, did you say you saw something about them lowering that? Or?
Yeah, I was reading something. I don't know how official it was, but they were saying that they're gonna be lowering how much XP each tier is, because as of right now, I could possibly be wrong, but I think it was something like 10, like almost 10 days or something like that worth of gameplay to get that much XP to hit 100.
10 days? Are you serious?
Something like that. I read something, and it wasn't like an official like Call of Duty thing or anything like that, so it could be wrong.
Yeah, it's like it's way too much time played
Yeah.
to level up the whole battle pass. Like, I don't know. Let's go ahead and talk about the rewards. I went ahead and made a little list of all the rewards that you get, and there are several categories that you can get a reward in, meaning like, you know, XP, or sorry, double XP, or double weapon XP, operator skins, weapon skins in a few different like levels, you know, rare, epic, and legendary. And the weapon skins are the blueprints, so you get both the skin of the weapon and the curated attachments for that weapon from Call of Duty. But then you also get a couple of new weapons, the ones that they're saying are in this drop. You actually have to play and level up your battle pass in order to unlock those 2 new weapons. So you've got the Holger 26 and then the Ram 7. The Holger is a light machine gun. I believe the Ram 7. Wait, I don't have it written down, but I believe it was an assault rifle.
Yeah, it's an assault rifle.
It's like a short range assault rifle, so it's like in between a submachine gun and an assault rifle. I haven't got a chance to play with it because I didn't level my battle pass all the way up to, I think it's like 33 or something like that. But anyway, yeah, so you get a bunch of different categories of things. And to be really honest with you, I don't know that I like any of the categories. Like, for example, there's 9 tiers of rare weapon blueprints. Like, that's cool. The blueprints are okay, but it's the rare ones. So it's like, okay, if I'm a big fan of the M4, I unlock this rare weapon blueprint that has a so-so skin on it. It's not like a really cool skin because it's just a rare blueprint. And then it's got this curated level of attachments that, you know, some Call of Duty employee decided to put on there as, you know, the most suggested attachments for that playstyle. But like, is that really a reward, or is that just like, here's some information about how to play this gun? Like, and does anyone really need that information on the M4? Like, it just seems kind of like, I don't know if that's a reward, Call of Duty. So like, settle down on putting that in the battle pass and making me pay for it. Or like the calling cards, like, I guess that's a reward, right? I don't know. I'm kind of bummed on some of these. The only thing that really makes it worth it, I think, is that you actually get, you spend 1,000 COD points on the battle pass, and if you level it all the way up, you will get 1,300 COD points back. So although you've spent 1,000, you make 300 by just simply playing the game. So that's kind of that's okay, I guess. Like, that's probably the one reason that makes all this stuff worth it. I don't know. Like, Teeter, did you find anything in the battle pass that you actually were excited to go unlock?
You know, honestly, not really. Like, I've been thumbing through it this entire time, been talking about it, and you know, there are some weapon blueprints that are actually really cool. Like, I'm looking at this one. It's called Gilded. It's for the Hoger 26. Yeah. The camo, or like the design on it, is kind of cool, but other than that, it's just kind of bland. Like, I much rather had, like, you know, unique camos that were like cool. Maybe like reactive ones like they had in the, you know, other Call of Duty games, or just something that like stands out, or like, you know, you see someone with like that camo on their gun that like killed you in a kill cam, like, wow, you know, he's like tier 80. You know, I wish I could get that. You know what I mean?
Right.
This stuff seems like subpar. Yeah. Like, it just should have been like put in the game for free without having to work towards. There's nothing really to work towards other than like the double XP maybe. Like, that's really the only thing that's like really worth it.
Yeah, I mean, the operator skins are pretty cool just because, I mean, they're kind of like just okay skins. They're not even like really cool skins. They're just okay. but like that's kind of neat to be able to just unlock those. And I don't know, but a lot of the operators have to be unlocked by doing the campaign. So, I mean, Kyle, you finished the campaign. I was going to ask you this because I haven't played the campaign at all. Is the campaign like do you unlock all of the operators by doing the campaign?
No, you unlock a few of them, and I think the other ones you unlock by Spec Ops missions.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I think there's like one or two that are like multiplayer challenges. Like one of them's like get a certain number of like LMG kills or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, anyway, it seems to me like some of these like categories of quote unquote rewards for the battle pass just don't seem like rewards. You get 7 tiers of calling cards, 8 tiers of emblems. 13 of the tiers are just them giving your COD points back. 7 gun charms, which honestly the gun charms are possibly the best thing in there.
They're really sick.
And then
I like
6 stickers and 6 sprays. So like the stickers and the sprays can fuck off pretty much. Like I don't give a shit about any of the stickers or the sprays. It's not that interesting. The calling cards are okay. Those are whatever. The blueprints are okay. 2 of the tiers you're just basically unlocking the weapons that they're claiming they're including with this content drop in the first place, and then the rest of it is just XP. So like where's the rewards? That's like, what are we actually getting by paying $10 more for this? Like we didn't have to pay for any of the maps. The only thing we're paying $10 for is for the battle pass rewards. That's it. So it's kind of like, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm a pessimist, and I feel like every time we've talked about Call of Duty, I've come off like I just am hating the game. And I don't hate the game. It's just different than what I'm used to. But this is just, I mean, it's kind of bad. And I don't know, I haven't seen any reactions from the community. Have you guys? Like I don't know how everyone else is feeling about it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't really tried to look, you know.
Yeah, neither have
But
I.
it just seems like it's not great, and the community's probably going to be frustrated with or not buying the battle pass. I think everything else is okay. The fact that they're adding new maps for free. Like let's go back and look at the season 1 on their website, the biggest free content drop in Call of Duty history. So you got new base weapons, which by the way you don't get unless you unlock them in the battle pass. Even though it's the free version of the battle pass, you don't have to pay anything. So you can unlock those, but you have to play to unlock them. New multiplayer maps that are not new at all. It's just Crash, Shipment, and Vacant, which are all COD 4 maps. Which good thing they put those in, because that was the number one complaint from the community is how bad the maps were.
Wait, they didn't actually add Shipment. They added a one called Cargo, I believe, and it's a 2v2 map, and it's completely different. Like I believe like outside of what you fight in is like an old like Modern Warfare map, but where you actually fight is like new.
Okay. Well, it's funny because they advertise on the website 3 new maps, Shipment being one of them. And I don't know if it's actually in the rotation yet or if they're going to maybe work it in. I know you can play Crash, what is it called? Crash 24/7, so it's just all Crash, a bunch of different game modes. But they're going to work Shipment and Vacant in, I guess, because I haven't seen either one of them in the rotation.
No, I didn't see him either in like a private match. I was looking for.
But the 2v2, there's 3 2v2 modes. There's Atrium, Cargo, and Shipment 2v2. So there's supposed to be, Shipment is supposed to be in the game, and I don't know. Cargo's the only one that I know is in there, and Crash is the only like multiplayer map that I know. So anyway, these are the maps that are supposed to be in there. If you scroll down on their website, you'll see a new ground war map, which I haven't played it all. Kyle, you said you did play it?
Yeah, I did. It's pretty good.
You did like it?
Yeah, I didn't like it the first time I played it, but I mean that's just because I didn't really understand what the hell was going on. But then you kind of figure out how to play it. That's one thing that I did notice about Ground War. All 3 maps that they have so far, they all kind of play differently.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I haven't played enough Ground War to really comment on it, but yeah, I could definitely feel that. They definitely, all 3 of them play a little differently, for sure.
Mhm. I think it's pretty cool. The map looks really dope. There's like an overpass you can like drive over, and like it's a pretty cool map.
Yeah. So the new Ground War map, and then it says more ways to play. So they're introducing 3 different modes: Reinforce, Infected, and Gunfight OSP. Reinforce, I thought it was kind of neat, but I only played a couple of games of it. It's well, Kyle, you can explain it better than I can, so I'll let you do that.
Reinforced. It's so it's like domination. So there's the A, B, and C flag, which are in the same spot as in domination. But you only get 1 life per round, and it's the first team to 4 rounds. But every time you cap a flag, it respawns all the teammates that are dead. So say you grab your spawn flag, which is, say you spawn A side, you grab A, and then you guys are rushing B, and 3 of your teammates die, and then you end up capping B. Those 3 teammates get revived now. And to win the round, you either have to triple cap, so cap A, B, and C, or eliminate the whole other team. And I believe that it's only like a 4v4, I think, if I'm not wrong.
Okay. Yeah, I think that makes sense. 4v4 is what makes sense on that because it's kind of put on the smaller maps, right? I played it on Shoot House.
Oh, I
I think
played it on the cave map. And I think it's just like the regular map rotation. It plays out really slow. I didn't really care for it too much. It's too slow for my liking.
Okay, got it. Teeter, did you have any experience with that one or no?
I don't think so. I've never played that game mode yet.
Okay.
We'll try
Sounds
it out later if
interesting,
you
though.
want. Yeah, we'll try it out later if you want. It's pretty fun.
After the podcast, we should definitely check it out.
It's not a bad game mode. I just would prefer, something a little faster pace.
Sure. And then they've added Infected, which I haven't seen. Is there an option to play that right now? Because I didn't see there.
I haven't seen it. I'm currently on like a custom game lobby. You can throw it in on custom match, like a private match, but I haven't. It's not like the regular rotate. Yeah, it's not on there yet.
Okay.
Dude, that'd be sick. I want to play that.
Yeah, it sounds cool.
I mean, it sounds cool. They had it in Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah, they had it before.
Yeah.
That was a fun game mode actually.
Yeah, I love that.
And then they added Gunfight OSP, which is a 2v2 rules, but it's a race to the weapons.
Oh, that's cool.
You have to run to the weapons apparently, and
then pick them up and then shoot.
Yep.
Nice.
So we'll have to try that out as well.
I'm also seeing here on the custom games, there's a game mode called Grind. I've never seen that before. Recover dog tags and take them to the objective marker to score for your team. That's new, I think.
It is new.
I feel like that'd
I haven't heard
be
of
like
it.
a Destiny gameplay, like the Gambit. You have to shoot ads, take their orbs, and deposit them. It's like that for Call of Duty.
Yeah. That's interesting.
That's cool. Yeah, that's super. I'm looking forward to that actually. And then the last thing is actually not the last thing, but new Spec Ops Missions. Is anyone playing Spec Ops? Like if you're not playing the campaign, Spec Ops was so cool in what was it? Modern Warfare 2 and 3. I loved Spec Ops, but for some reason I just don't really care to play it in this one.
Have you tried
I'd much
any
rather
of them?
just play multiplayer. Yeah, I played it with Jesse and his buddy, and it was okay. I mean, it's fine. There's nothing like super attractive about it, you know.
Yeah,
But,
I only
it's,
played one.
It's fun.
I only played one of them to unlock an operator for a challenge. I had to get a bunch of kills with a certain operator, but the only way to unlock the operator was by completing one of the Spec Ops missions.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fine. It's not like it's not fun to play because it's literally just standing aside your teammates and shooting NPCs, you know? So it's not
Yeah.
it's almost like doing the campaign with a, co-op campaign. That's kind of what it is. So it's fine. It's not something I'd play over and over again. But I'm sure there's people out there that are playing it over and over again, and it's just not that attractive to me. So I don't know. New Spec Ops missions, that's cool. Nothing super important there for me, but I don't know. Of course, we talked a little bit about the Battle Pass, which is the last thing on their page. So, I don't know. To me, this biggest free content drop in Call of Duty history is sort of a flop. I mean, I don't know what you guys would think of it, but that's kind of how I'm seeing it. Definitely the Battle Pass is a flop for me.
Yeah, I mean, there's not really many games that have a good battle pass though, you know? I mean, other than, the Fortnite, but that's just because Fortnite's got all those crazy character skins that are all of them are pretty much amazing, right?
Yeah, pretty
So it
much.
gives you something to look forward to unlocking, but I mean, other than that, there hasn't really been. Well, Black Ops 4 did a pretty decent battle pass.
I agree. I think the Black Ops 4
Actually,
Battle
now
Pass
I'm thinking about it.
was pretty good. It was the stuff you could earn from it, like the weapon camos that were color changing depending on how many kills you got in Blackout was cool. I thought that was a pretty good battle pass. You're right. Fortnite is still the king of battle passes in my opinion, just because but they also might have a unique advantage because of their art style.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I was
the
saying.
art
like-
style allows them to be super creative when it comes to their character skins, whereas Call of Duty is a little more realistic, well, a lot more realistic, and you can't make it look real but also crazy and wild. Like, his gun can't turn into like a broom, that's
Yeah.
not a thing.
And Fortnite's got multiple options. They have their gliders, so you can have a million different types of gliders you can use. Everybody's got the backpacks or back bling, whatever they call it. So you can get a million different options of those, and then the skin itself, and then the pickaxe. They made it so you can get different pickaxes. So
Right.
there's just constant, a million different options that they can do with that.
Yep, I agree. The other thing that I wanted to move on to, unless Teeter, you got anything else to say about the Battle Pass and the Season 1 drop?
Well, I think they definitely took a step in the right direction with this. At least it's something free instead of having a shit ton of microtransactions. But
True.
I feel like a lot of developers or games, their first battle passes are always weak. Like, look at Apex's. Like, theirs wasn't that great on their first battle pass. It was kind of,
Yeah.
stupid. And this is
I
kind
agree.
of stupid as well. So maybe
Right.
it's kind of like they
Yeah.
just put stuff in there just to, fill it up and just kind of get some sort of feeler of what people wanted, what they liked, what they didn't like, what they would like to see, what they don't want to see.
Yeah, what would you have put in this battle pass? Like, I was thinking about it. Like, I don't really know. Like, with this Call of Duty in particular, the way how the game feels and everything. Like, I don't really know what else could you add in there though.
I mean, to me, I would have much rather have seen more like awesome weapon skins.
Yeah.
Like that and operator skins, those two things. You put more of that in, less of the fluff, because there's a lot of fluff in this.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
dude, there's literally 19 of the 100 tiers. 19 of them are double XP. 12 double XP and 7 double weapon XP. Like, okay, I like double XP, that's fine. But like, you're using that as like a reward for me purchasing the game, like purchasing the battle pass. It just seems like, what is this? I would much rather have operator skins and weapon skins, even though the weapon skins are just not that cool. Like, dude, the MP5 weapon skin is called Sand Snake. That could have been super cool with like snake skin, like scales on it and stuff. But no, it's just a brown gun, and it's and it's legendary. Like, they put it in the legendary status, and it's literally
Brown
a
gun.
sand-colored gun. Like, it's not good. The one skin though that I really do like is for that new gun, the Holger.
Oh, you looked
I
at
hope
it?
I'm saying Holger right. The Holger 26 has this skin called Gilded, or a weapon blueprint called Gilded, and it looks awesome. It's got like touches of gold. It's got a white handle with like finger grips that are a little bit gold, and it's got this nice pattern throughout the gun. So that skin is cool. I want more of that. That's what I would want.
More blingy stuff.
You know,
To show that,
or
like-
more. Go ahead, Teeter. Sorry.
Yeah, just like more blingy stuff to show that like you purchased that actual battle pass and like you grinded to that tier. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like if you're playing a game, you don't know who bought the battle pass and didn't. Like I want something to be like, you know, to show off my hard work. I feel like there's nothing really in this game that shows off your hard work unless you go for like platinum, gold, or Damascus. Like that's really the
Damascus.
only like blingy thing. Like
And let's
where's
be
like the
honest
calling
here.
cards? Where's the emblems? Where's like the cool gun like camos? You know, I don't know. Just my 2
The
cents.
the freaking Damascus and the platinum are terrible camos, not worth the grind. Let's be real here. The gold,
It's true.
The gold is the best looking camo in the game. Is the gold camo.
Right.
The platinum, literally, I've seen people playing with platinum guns. Your gun just looks like a shiny black when you run around the map. It's not cool. I haven't
Really?
seen an actual I haven't seen an actual in-game, Damascus camo yet. I'm sure I can find it on YouTube or something. But, just like going to the camo and like, inspecting your gun, it doesn't look that cool to me. It's like there's no way
Yeah.
I'm putting in the effort to grind that out. Like in the other the last Call of Duty, the Dark Matter,
That was cool.
that was something that was worth it. But
That looked
not this
awesome.
Damascus. But at the same time, I don't think you can put like a Dark Matter camo in this game. You know what I mean? Like that's not this game. This game doesn't have like the bright colors and the crazy freaking, extra BS added to it.
Plus, you can. It's a different game studio.
What do you mean?
It's Activision.
Yeah, but I was
Well,
saying
Activision is just the publisher.
I was saying like that. I was saying like that
but-
type though, like saying like the Black Ops, like all those crazy reactive camos and stuff like that. Those camos don't really fit in this game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, this game's
I-
so very, it's not as I can't think of the word, but it doesn't have that
Vibrant?
like. Yeah, it doesn't have all those, the really bright colors and kind of cartoony vibe to it. This is very, like we've been saying, it's very real. It's,
Yeah.
I meant to say
that's the
Treyarch,
best way
not
I could-
Activision.
Yeah, that's the best way I could put it. It's very real. It's too
Yeah.
real for that. It'd be weird running around this game with like a dark matter, guns like glowing and got spikes coming out of it every time you kill somebody.
Yeah, it's not the vibe this game certainly portrays or gives off. It would be very unfitting.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but
That's what I was saying earlier. Like, what would you add to this? Like, because like we were saying, yeah, it'd be dope to have more camos. And I was thinking, like, well, you can't really have those other camos. Like, it just doesn't fit in with this game.
True, but I mean,
Yeah,
it
but
wouldn't
that's what
hurt
I
to have
want.
like something like
That's what I
glowy,
want.
like like something a little bit more subtle. Maybe like a lime green. I mean, yeah, okay, I don't know. I don't
You know
know.
what I'm saying? Like,
It's just
compared to,
something
like,
more
how all-
flashy.
Compared to like how all the other camos are, right? Like all
Maybe,
the camos
like-
in this game suck. Let's be real. Gold is
Well,
the
what about,
best
like, a
looking
carbon-
one. That's my
What about like
opinion,
a
I
carbon
guess.
fiber
but
gun?
That'd be cool.
I
That's
agree with
actually
you.
Yeah,
something
like
to be
that's
lit.
subtle.
Yeah.
Or like a
don't
matte
know.
black, matte red, gloss red, carbon fiber red. I
Yeah.
don't know.
I got you. I got you. Yeah, stuff like that.
I mean, they
Okay,
could
that makes
definitely be
sense.
more creative.
Or you
They can
could
definitely
create,
be more creative.
or make it options so you could create your own camos, like some of the old Call of Duties did.
Yeah,
That would be cool.
that's a great idea. But yeah, the bottom line is, you're right, Teeter. When you grind to level up and do all these challenges and level up your battle pass, you're not really rewarded with any way to show that to other players. Like, oh yay, you get a weapon blueprint. But then, does anyone really know that you got that weapon blueprint? And isn't that really the point? Like, that's the point of camos and the point of skins, is to be able to show them off to other people. Nobody in Fortnite just goes, oh, I got this tier 100 skin because I leveled all the way up and that's fine. I'm never going to play the game again. I'm done now. No, they go out there and they play with their new badass skin because they want everyone else to see it.
Right.
Like, it's kind of the point. And if you don't have any rewards that look awesome, then what's the point?
Yeah, we need
There's
some.
no
We need
point.
some
And then you have
flex.
Yeah,
there's
definitely.
no exactly.
Definitely with Fortnite. Like they did that shit like A++, because people with like those hard to get skins, their accounts are worth money for like original skins and like really hard to get.
Mhm.
And like everyone who sees those skins are like, oh my god, Renegade Raider or something.
Yeah. Yeah, if you have like the old,
Yeah.
the old season skins or whatever, yeah, worth some money.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely. But like, and then I don't understand how they are putting these different rewards into the different tiers. Like, they have a common, rare, epic, legendary, like the different tiers of rewards. What makes any of these watches legendary? Do you guys know? I have no idea. Like, do they have a cool red ring around them? Do they look awesome? Do they hang off of your gun? No. None of that shit happens. They just are legendary. Like, 2 of them are legendary, 2 of them are epic. But why? Why are they epic? Why are they
I
legendary?
know. I know one of the watches count your footsteps.
Is
Yeah.
it really?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's legendary.
That's fucking
Like,
funny.
What is happening?
Can
Call
you
of Duty? Like,
see the watches?
this is
like fine.
Yeah, it's on your wrist. It's on your left wrist. Like when you're holding your gun, you could see it.
This one does count your
Yeah.
footsteps. I'm looking at that. That's fucking funny.
Yeah, dude. Like, what is this Call of Duty? Like, seriously, probably the worst battle pass out of all the battle passes of all the different games. This has to be, well, okay, the first Apex one was pretty trash too, but this has to be really close with that one as far as like just down the gutter battle passes. And I'm pretty I'm pretty stupid because I bought the the 2000 COD point version of it with the 20 extra tiers because I got excited and just bought it without thinking about what the hell's in it.
Yeah, me too, man.
I don't know how many people already did that, but Call of Duty for sure made out on you and me for sure.
But honestly, you can't really complain. Like, you mean not complain. You can't really compare Apex to this because Apex was a free game. So like $10 for a shitty battle pass, it's still $10 worth of some content. This is a $60 game.
Yeah, and
with fucking
and how
breadcrumbs for
mad-
content.
and how mad was the Apex community, dude? The fucking community went nuts with that first battle pass. We're like, this is shit. Apex is dead. Like, it was bad when that first battle pass dropped, and it's a
Right.
free game. Like, the only saving grace that I'll go back to again because I don't want to anger all of these Call of Duty fanboys out there. But the only saving grace is that you get your COD points back if you play, and you get an additional 300 COD points. So they are offering you essentially your money back, but in store credit. You know how retail stores like to do that? They're like, oh, you can return it if you want for store credit. So
Oh,
no
yeah,
matter
if you
what,
forget the
if you
receipt.
spent money, yeah. if you spent the money and you bought the COD points, they get the money. They're gonna get it. It's just a matter of how much content you're gonna be able to squeeze out of them if you continuously play the game, which in the end they win again because you're playing the game and they can advertise more shit to you. So I'm a little frustrated. And now I got even more
It's not about if you didn't pay for it. If you didn't pay for it, you're just going with the free though. Just the free.
Okay.
This isn't bad. You just get
okay.
free.
So go over the rewards. Cause I'm not looking at it. Are you looking at the rewards? Go over them.
Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about just the free rewards. Like it's not terrible. You know, like you get where is it? So you don't get if you pay for it, you get these first 4 things, which are a couple operators, a watch, and some crazy XP thing. But then tier 1 is free. What is it? It's a blueprint for a gun, right? And then you get COD points, free COD point, 100 COD points for free. You don't even have to pay for anything. Boom, free COD points. And then you get your basic like couple emblems, couple more little whatever. You get the 2 guns. You get a couple charms, right? Like your basic stuff that you would get if you paid for it. But like for free though, it's not bad. Let's see, you get 200 COD points now altogether. You get a pretty dope looking Car 98. A couple more emblems, couple more titles.
Yeah.
Okay, so for free you get 300 COD points for free. If you play.
All right.
If you level all the way up, you get a full 300 COD points for free. You get 2 new maps for the 2v2, and you get Crash back, bro. That's nostalgia points right there. I fucking loved Crash, and I still love Crash. That's all I've been playing is Crash 24/7.
That's great.
It's great that they brought that map back. Like, yeah, it's not like a new map, but I mean, when was the last time you played Crash? That's new content, bro. Like, come on.
I mean, I guess.
Right. Yeah,
I think the best thing they added, content-wise, is like the under the features tab, like the little bundles, I guess, of stuff they have.
Yeah, that's the store. So I was going to talk about the store actually as its own little thing because I thought the store was maybe the best part about this content drop, which is funny because the content drop is supposed to be free. And the stuff they have in the store is dope. Like most of those packs you can buy are really cool looking. And I want some of that in the battle pass that I paid for.
I could see that. Yeah, some of the stuff they put in, because yeah, there is a couple really dope things that are in the store.
Kamarov, a kilo in my sights.
It's awesome.
Give me Agent Orange as an operator in there, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
exactly.
give me some of these finishing moves. Give me some of these hauling cards. It's just crazy. It's like you buy one bundle for 1,800 COD points. It's like the whole bundle itself is better than the battle pass together. Shit.
I think the blueprints are a good idea, but I think they're also kind of pointless. Like, because the blueprints that I've gotten so far, like just, you know, from challenges or whatever,
Yeah.
I kind of just like put them on because the gun looks slightly different. But then I put my own attachments on it anyways. I don't even use the attachments that they give me.
Right.
It's a really dope idea. Like, hey, we'll give them these pre-made guns that, you know, got these attachments and this and that for different, you know, game style. But it's like, I'm just gonna put my own attachments on it.
Yeah, I think that they could have taken the blueprint idea and gone one extra step, where I think we said this before in last podcast, but where it gives you a tiny bump in one of the stats, like an increase in the stats, like stability or recoil control, or, you know, it's got like a little extra. Like, you can't get that stat that high with just the regular attachments, but with this pre-made gun, you can have like more range or more recoil control or faster aim down sights or whatever. But because you have that blueprint, you have a tiny special perk that makes it just a little bit better. So if you're the guy that runs around and runs and guns, then you have the ability to aim down sights faster, and that's why you're using that gun over just making your own version of that with the attachments that are available. Like, there needs to be a reason to use that. So as of right now, the only reason to use a blueprint gun is for the camo. Like, that's
for
the
the
only reason, because
Yeah.
but all the attachments are available. Like, you can just put all of those attachments on.
Yeah, but what if you have a blueprint for a gun that's like, maybe level 2, and you got like, full level attachments on it that you don't have?
That's a good point there too. If you just unlock the gun, or it's a gun you haven't really used yet, but you unlock the blueprint for it, now you have all good attachments on it already.
It's better than stock.
To help you level up. That's a pretty good idea. And also,
or maybe it just has a compensator that you want. Take everything else off you don't want. Just keep that.
Yeah, every blueprint, the gun looks slightly different. Like the attachment rails will be like moved around different, or like on my carbine rifle that I use, the blueprint version of it that I have, like the whole barrel of it looks different. That's the only other thing about them. It just kind of changes the way the gun looks.
Yeah, it does slightly. But if you pick up that gun, in the wild, like after you kill someone, run out of ammo, pick up their blueprint gun, are you really gonna know that it's a blueprint gun? Probably not. But if that gun has galaxy camo on it, or a big fucking red tiger claw on the side of it, you're like, oh cool, that shit's dope. How do I get that? And then you start looking around to figure out how to get that.
We don't tell you.
So,
blueprint, like on the ground.
Does it tell you?
Yeah, I would say like MP5 Sand Snake, or like, I don't know, P90 Area 51. Did that with the M4s.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure people like pre-order the game or something like that. It gave you like the XR4 series. A lot of people would be like, let's say like M4A1 XR4.
Okay. That's true. I guess it does. I guess if you're looking for it, it does tell you, but I think I would need like more visual cues, not just like a text that above the gun when you're picking it up.
Right.
More like, oh, this is a bling gun. I want to know how to get this gun after, we're done with this match. I'm going to look around and see how I get this. Oh, it's a blueprint. Oh, I have to earn it by completing this challenge, or going to the store, or leveling on my battle pass or whatever. Like, there's lots of ways that I think Call of Duty can keep people playing, and they're not doing any of those things, I don't think. Like, no. Even the missions seem to be, like, that's the other thing. The battle pass rewards you with the operator skins, which are honestly not good. They're just whatever. They just look like regular army people. There's no like cool bandanas, or like none of it looks that cool. So the other thing that you get with those operator skins is you unlock the set of challenges that go along with that operator. And if you complete all of those challenges, then you get another legendary operator skin for that operator. So in a sense, you can get two, but you have to level your battle pass up to get that first operator skin, then complete all the challenges for that operator's challenge set, and then you get another skin. So it's almost like they're making you play more in order to get anything, really. I mean, I don't know. I've just been bitching. I'm bitching this whole podcast over it. I think I'm just salty because I spent the $20 and I bought the extra 20 tiers, and I'm kicking myself now because I really shouldn't have done that. And I don't know, if you're super excited about Call of Duty, then go for it, man. Buy the Battle Pass, but it does not seem like you get much out of it. The most exciting thing to me was the gun charms. I thought those were cool. But you only get a few of them. I think there's like 4 or 5. Let's see, I wrote it down here. You get a total of 7 gun charms. So I'm excited to earn my gun charms, and I'm excited to get my COD points back, and I'm hopefully Season 2 brings a little bit more to the table than Season 1. Well, one thing we didn't talk about, now that I look at our show notes, is the officer progression gets reset. So if you were level 155, you got reset to level 55. If you didn't reach 55 on first little, I guess they're calling it Season 0. If you didn't reach 55, then you're going to just progress like normal to 55, and then you'll hit officer rank and you just play it as normal. But if you actually entered officer rank, doesn't matter what level you got to, you're going to be reset back to level 55, and you're going to do those 100 officer rank challenges again for whatever the rewards are in that reward structure as well. That was something new that I noticed as well. Okay, do we have a story? If we don't, we can cap it. If we do have a story, we'll tell a story.
I don't think so.
I think we're storyless this time.
Storyless.
Don't worry, I'll edit this part out. We're not live, we're recording. Alright, well, let's do our famous outro. So thank you everybody for listening. If you made it this far, you're the OG of OGs for our podcast. And we will see you on the next one. Bye.
Bye.
Such a stupid outro.
I know.
True.